fellow people around the globe. Welcome to my channel, Fact World. In this video I am going to state the top 10 facts of the Bermuda Triangle. So let's get started. Number 1. Introduction to Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, is a loosely defined region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean, where a number of aircraft and ships are said to have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Most reputable sources dismiss the idea that there is any mystery. The vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle is one of the most heavily traveled shipping lanes in the world, with ships frequently crossing through it for ports in the Americas, Europe, and the Caribbean islands. Cruise ships and pleasure craft regularly sail through the region, and commercial and private aircraft routinely fly over it. Popular culture has attributed various disappearances to the paranormal or activity by extraterrestrial beings. Documented evidence indicates that a significant percentage of the incidents were spurious, inaccurately reported, or embellished by later authors. Number 2. Triangle Area. In 1964, Vincent Gaddis wrote in the pulp magazine Argosy of the boundaries of the Bermuda Triangle. 3 vertices, in Miami, Florida Peninsula, in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and in the mid-Atlantic island of Bermuda. Subsequent writers did not necessarily follow this definition. Some writers gave different boundaries and vertices to the triangle, with the total area varying from 1,300,000 to 3,900,000 kilometers to 500,000 to 1,510,000 square miles. Consequently, the determination of which accidents occurred inside the triangle depends on which writer reported them. The United States Board on Geographic Names does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle. Number 3. Paranormal explanations. Triangle writers have used a number of supernatural concepts to explain the events. One explanation pins the blame on leftover technology from the mythical lost continent of Atlantis. Sometimes connected to the Atlantis story is the submerged rock formation known as the Bermuda Road off the island of Bermuda in the Bahamas, which is in the triangle by some definitions. Followers of the purported psychic Edgar K. stake his prediction that evidence of Atlantis would be found in 1968 as referring to the discovery of the Bermuda Road. Believers describe the formation as a road, wall, or other structure, but the Bermuda Road is of natural origin. Other writers attribute the events to UFOs. This idea was used by Steven Spielberg for his science fiction film Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which features the lost Flight 19 aircrews as alien abductees. Charles Berlitz, author of various books on anomalous phenomena, lists several theories attributing the losses in the triangle to anomalous or unexplained forces. Number 4. Natural explanation. Subpoint 1. Compass variations. Compass problems are one of the cited phrases in many triangle incidents. While some have theorized that unusual local magnetic anomalies may exist in the area, such anomalies have not been found. Compasses have natural magnetic variations in relation to the magnetic poles, a fact which navigators have known for centuries. Magnetic, compass, north and geographic, true, north are only exactly the same for a small number of places. For example, as of 2000, in the United States, only those places on a line running from Wisconsin to the Gulf of Mexico. But the public may not be as informed, and think there is something mysterious about a compass changing across an area as large as the triangle, which it naturally will. Subpoint 2. Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream is a major surface current, primarily driven by the thermohaline circulation that originates in the Gulf of Mexico and then flows through the Straits of Florida into the North Atlantic. In essence, it is a river within an ocean, and, like a river, it can and does carry floating objects. It has a surface velocity of up to about 2.5 meters per second. 5.6 miles/h. A small plane making a water landing or a boat having engine trouble can be carried away from its reported position by the current. Subpoint 3. Human error. One of the most cited explanations in official inquiries as to the loss of any aircraft or vessel is human error. Human stubbornness may have caused businessman Harvey Conover to lose his sailing yacht, the Revonoc, as he sailed into the teeth of a storm south of Florida on January 1, 1958. Subpoint 4. Violent error. Tropical cyclones are powerful storms, which form in tropical waters and have historically cost thousands of lives lost and caused billions of dollars in damage. The sinking of Francisco de Bobanda's Spanish fleet in 1502 was the first recorded instance of a destructive hurricane. These storms have in the past caused a number of incidents related to the triangle. A powerful downdraft of cold air was suspected to be a cause in the sinking of the Pride of Baltimore on May 14, 1986. The crew of the sunken vessel noted the wind suddenly shifted and increased velocity from 32 kilometers per hour, 20 miles per hour, to 97.145 km/h, 60-90 miles per hour. A National Hurricane Center satellite specialist, James Lushine, stated during very unstable weather conditions the downburst of cold air from aloft can hit the surface like a bomb, exploding outward like a giant squall line of wind and water. A similar event occurred to the Concordia in 2010 off the coast of Brazil. Scientists are currently investigating whether hexagonal clouds may be the source of these up to 170 miles per hour air bombs. Sub.5. Methane hydrates. An explanation for some of the disappearances has focused on the presence of large fields of methane hydrates, a form of natural gas, on the continental shelves. Laboratory experiments carried out in Australia have proven that bubbles can, indeed, sink a scale model ship by decreasing the density of the water. Any wreckage consequently rising to the surface would be rapidly dispersed by the Gulf Stream. It has been hypothesized that periodic methane eruptions, sometimes called mud volcanoes, may produce regions of frothy water that are no longer capable of providing adequate buoyancy for ships. If this were the case, such an area forming around a ship could cause it to sink very rapidly and without warning. Publications by the USGS described large stores of intersia hydrates worldwide, including the Blake Ridge area, off the coast of the southeastern United States. However, according to the USGS, no large releases of gas hydrates are believed to have occurred in the Bermuda Triangle for the past 15,000 years. Number 5. List of Bermuda Triangle incidents. 1962. January 8. A Yusuf KB 5051-0465 was lost over the Atlantic between the U.S. East Coast and the Azores. 1965. June 9. A Yusuf C-119 flying boxcar of the 440th Troop Carrier Wing missing between Florida and Grand Turk Island. The last call from the plane came from a point just north of Crooked Island, Bahamas, and 177 miles from Grand Turk Island. On July 18, 1965, debris from the plane was found on the beach of Gold Rock Cape just off the northeastern shore of Acklands Island. 1965. December 6. Private Aircraft F-01 lost with pilot and one passenger, en route from Fort Lauderdale to Grand Bahamas Island. 2005. June 20. A Piper Pennsylvania 23 disappeared between Treasure Cay Island of Bahamas and Fort Pierce of Florida. There were 3 persons on board. 2007. April 10. A Piper Pennsylvania 46-310P disappeared near Berry Island after flying into a level 6 thunderstorm and losing altitude. 2 fatalities were listed. 2017. February 23. The Turkish Airlines flight TK-183, an Airbus A330-200, was forced to change its direction from Havana, Cuba to Washington Dulles Airport after some mechanical and electrical problems occurred over the triangle. 2017. May 15. A private Mu-2B aircraft was at 24,000 feet when it vanished from radar and radio contact with air traffic controllers in Miami. Plane wreckage was found. Number 6. How was it made? Part 1. If you are an Indian, you must be familiar with Ramayan. The Ramayan also listed the Bermuda Triangle. Once there was a monster in the Indian Ocean which had the power of grasping objects in the ocean at a glance of the shadow of the object. She could even grasp bigger objects. She was given this power while Lord Hanamam were traveling through the Indian Ocean. He felt his SPPED decreasing and saw that a big demon floating in the ocean was pulling him to the ocean. However, as Lord Hanamam were strong enough, so they with their power of changing body size became small and defeated the demon. Due to this, the demon was moved to another mysterious place, which is apparently the Bermuda Triangle. Number 7. How it was made? Part 2. In Ramayan, you all know that Ravan was immortal, as this blessing were given by Lord Shiva. He was gifted a gem which would help in regeneration at his nectar of his navel. No one could kill him unless the gem was taken away from him. Raven wife knew where the gem was kept, so Lord Shiva went to her and asked for the gem. She understood that they were Lord Shiva and gave them the gem. At the same side, Ram killed Raven with Brahma's arrow. But as Enrid cannot be destroyed, it would be a big danger for mankind in near future, so to minimize its impact, so he went to the one of the most deepest side of the ocean so it would not harm the near future. Number 8. Atmosphere near Bermuda Triangle. People experiences one of the most weird atmosphere around Bermuda Triangle. Many people traveling in ships and planes experiences this. Hexagonal clouds create terrifying air bombs with winds of 170 miles per hour. The compass automatically stops working and you would experience weird climate. Number 9. Is it solved? Many scientists blame the terrifying air bombs with winds of 170 miles per hour for the events, but it's still not fully solved. It still needs some work to be explained. Number 10. Is it natural phenomena? Yes, it is natural phenomena. Or not? Is a human behind this phenomena? Well, probably no. No human can create such a big disaster. Or he has done it with a big powerful machine. Well, we don't know anything about it. So guys, this was all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.